What's up, guys? It's Will here, back again, and today we're here to talk about something very polarizing and controversial in the statue world, and that is the announcement and pre-order of the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth statues from Prime 1 Studios under the Square Enix license. So guys, before we get started, make sure to click the like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any content when it goes live here. There's lots of news, live streams, previews, review videos. Everything you would want for statue and 1/6 scale collecting can be found here. With that said, we're going to talk about the different editions of this Cloud and Sephiroth diorama. You can get Cloud individually in a deluxe and a regular, Sephiroth same, or you can buy a duo pack with both of the deluxe versions together, and you get the Force Eater sword along with that. So we're going to look at that. You can see right off the bat here, the price is $5,000 US plus shipping. Shipping for me comes out to $823. It may depend on your location on what the rate is. You are getting 2 statues shipped, and Prime 1 is historically known for high shipping rates, but still $823 is a big pill to swallow. You could do economy shipping, brings it down to about $400 to $500. That's not too bad, but you're waiting about 3 months. It's boat shipping. That does include customs fees, whereas if you buy it with standard shipping, you're more than likely going to pay a customs fee. That's been the case in my situation the last couple times I bought from them. But nonetheless, we have a $5,000 duo pack statue here. Right off the bat, this is way more expensive than I anticipated it being. I know at one point, Prime 1 did do a statue from Final Fantasy VI that was 1/6 scale, and I think it was about $10,000 or $14,000, something like that, something pretty crazy. So the license is clearly expensive from Square Enix. And look, if it comes down to it, Prime 1 either making these statues for this price or not, I'd rather them make them. But this is inevitably going to upset a lot of collectors because this is about $1,000 per statue higher than I anticipated it being. I thought maybe around $1,500, $1,600 for these guys individually. No, Cloud is about $2,300 for the deluxe, $2,100 for standard. Sephiroth, $2,600 for deluxe, $2,400 for standard. So for the duo pack, $5,000. What the special accessory you're getting is this Force Eater sword. So this purple sword here that you're seeing with yellow and green accents, that's the sword you're getting, and Cloud holding it. You're getting this upper torso with him holding this sword. So that's what you're getting for $100 more than you would otherwise pay. So if you were confused like I was when you initially tried to order, that's what's going on there. Sephiroth, you get 2 different things. You get the same pose regardless of the version you get, but you either get the wing or without the wing. So you can get the body with the wing or without the wing, depending upon your space. You can see him here without the wing. If you prefer that look, you can get this version, the duo pack, or get the deluxe version and swap the bodies. You can see here, swappable parts. This shows you the full picture of what everything is going to include. This is the duo pack that we're looking at. And again, with Cloud, you get a lot of swappable parts. With Sephiroth, not so much. You just get a swappable upper torso, whether you want the wing on or the wing off. That's really the primary difference there. And yeah, it's really meant to mimic that. So here's the swappable parts in a little bit more detail. There's the Force Eater sword, the purple one. And of course, you have the Buster sword and another sword, the blue one as well. Look, to me, Zach is coming soon, by the way, if you're interested in him. Here's the Force Eater sword. It does look amazing, the Force Eater sword. But to be completely honest, I don't know if I find myself ever using that one. Buster sword is clearly the iconic weapon choice for Cloud. And whether you use the Force Eater sword in the game or not, Buster sword is the one that's going to look the most iconic and screen accurate. So you could have changed the weapon, who knows, whatever. Regardless, the statue is incredible. No one's denying its quality. The statues are both incredible, and I'm honestly going to pick them up. I think I'm pretty confident I am going to pay the price that needs to be paid. It is a huge pill to swallow because that takes up a large portion of my collecting budget for 2025 and 26. Maybe I'll do a payment plan. I don't typically like doing those. I'm not sure. You are going to get a support rod for Sephiroth and for Cloud to support the Buster sword and Sephiroth's wing, respectively. But look, these statues are going to have heavy accessories, and you don't have to use it, they said, but it is something that collectors who really are concerned about it will use. I probably will use them because you guys know how I am. I'm very cognizant of my figures and their longevity, so I think I'm going to be using those support systems just to be safe. So they're acrylic clear poles. That's all they really are. Sephiroth looks incredible. Excuse me, sorry, I'm still getting over an illness. The wing is absolutely massive. The sword Masamune is great. The detail in the head sculpt and the hair sculpt is absolutely awesome. And you can see the life in the eyes. Sephiroth has those green sort of teal eyes, and they've really captured that quite effectively. So to me, the quality of the statues is by no means in question. I own many Prime 1 statues, and all of them are absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt about that. All of my Prime 1 statues are great. I love them. I have a lot of different I have Prime 1 Pennywise, Night King, Ellie from Part 2, Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Baldur, and Kratos. I have a lot. And honestly, I'm not even sure where I'm going to put these yet. I'm going to have to get probably more module case display cases in order to accommodate what I'm looking to do here. But yeah, these things look absolutely incredible. So looking at the measurements there, you can see they're significant. I mean, for a quarter scale statue, because of the Buster Sword, you do have a lot to consider here. I mean, you got a statue that's about 66.5 centimeters high. So that in inches, let's see, 66.5 is about 26 inches tall, right? So then you got the width is about 35. So that's going to be about 13, a little under 14 inches in width. And the depth is 51. So 51 or 52, 20 inches in depth. So you got to have a module case or something to display these guys. I mean, it's going to take a pretty good size max case. And Sephiroth has the Masamune pointing forward, so it's very long just because of the pose that they elected to go with. This is going to look great. I mean, it's going to be hard, I think, to get one without the other. I think you could probably get Cloud and get away with it. Getting Sephiroth, though, yes, if I had to pick just one, I would get Sephiroth. He would be my choice. But it looks so much better when you have Cloud to go alongside it. You can see the rock base and, of course, the blue tiles underneath. It looks really cool. So really liking this. Again, the quality of the statue is by no means in question. I think these are incredible, and I am going to pick them up. I'm not sure which pose I'm going to be going with. Probably this one. I do like the arm out pose. I do like that, but the swap out option I think would be cool to change it every so often. Just when it gets a little bit stale, you're gonna have a lot of swap outs for Cloud. So you're gonna have a lot of different choices there for different things that you wanna do. So $5,000, looking pretty close to $6,000 out the door because you got $800 of shipping unless you do economy, $5,500 to $6,000, somewhere along there. So let's take a look at Sephiroth real quick. So Sephiroth is one, again, that would be my choice out of all of them. Sephiroth is the one, he's my favorite character from Final Fantasy. So deluxe for $2,600, regular for $2,400. Both expected to ship around January to February of 2026. Prime 1's been doing a pretty good job lately, though, so it could be a little bit earlier, but it's hard to tell. I'd say worst case, prepare for sometime around then or slightly later. Summer 2026, worst case. So Sephiroth here, you can see the DX version. You get the wing or without the wing, just depends on which look you prefer and which space, what type of space you have available to you. For me, I prefer the wing. I think the wing is badass. I've always enjoyed it. I like that part of his character. So for me, I'm going to be using the wing. The look without the wing, yeah, it's cool. But, and honestly, I don't know. It is buy nice or buy twice. But I'm honestly wondering, like, do I even need to get the DX version? Because I'm almost certainly going to be using the wing. But if for whatever reason the wing starts to sag and the support doesn't handle it or whatever the case is, you could put this one on, take the wing off, and then you still have a really great display that's much more stable. So yeah, I mean, it is a consideration, but Masamune makes this statue very long. So you're talking about 71 inches in depth there, right? So, or width, depending upon how you're orienting the statue. That's about 28 inches. So that's pretty long, right? That's the width. Sorry, it's the width. Yeah, 28 inches. And then the depth is 36. So that's not too bad. But and the height 64. So that's about what, 25. So he's a little bit shorter than Cloud, just because the Buster Sword is going up for Cloud, whereas Masamune is pointing more down and forward. So this looks great. Again, I think the wing looks really high quality and great material. And I love how this looks overall. To me, I love that you get this this name plaque with both of them, logo plaque with both of them for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I love this. Again, these are coming home. I guess I'm just very frustrated and disappointed that the Square Enix license is so expensive and restrictive that Prime 1 decided that they had to do this, that they had to price these statues this high to make it a, profitable proposition for them. So a little disappointed with that, but again, they look absolutely incredible. The statue, I cannot say enough good things about it. I've seen so many custom third-party ones, and a lot of them are solid to decent, but this just absolutely blows any of the other ones out of the water. It's not even a competition. So Sephiroth, for sure, I love it. It just depends whether you want to pay $2,400 to $2,600. Are you going to use the wing or not? If you're going to use the wing and not even bother using the other one, get the regular and save $200. So we're going to see how that goes. But let's take a look at Cloud here, because with Cloud, I think this is the one that most collectors are primarily here for, I would say. Cloud is the star of the show. So regular edition, $2,100, deluxe is $2,300. With the regular version, we could start with that. Basically, you get the one look, right? You get the one look with the Buster Sword over the shoulder with the arm pointed out, which is honestly my preferred look. But I do think with Cloud, I'd like to have alternative display options should I choose to go a different route. So you get the beautiful head sculpt, the excellent overall outfit design. I think this looks incredible. The base is simple, but I like it. And the dimensions are a little bit higher than Sephiroth, like I mentioned, because the Buster Sword's going up. And you got swappable material, which is kind of cool. So if you really want that, I think that'd be fine. To me, it's kind of deluxe or bust on Cloud. The reason that I say that is because you get so much more. Look at the swappable parts here on the right. You can get the Buster Sword in different orientations. And of course, you get the other's blue sword in a new orientation as well. And you get the swappable material. I think that's pretty cool. So to me, I think this looks incredible. This actually might be my favorite look right here. I really like this one. So I'm excited to see how I can alternate the displays to see what I prefer. I will say Kratos versus Baldur. Kratos has a lot of swappable options, and I've hardly ever used them. So I don't swap that often, so maybe it is a waste of money. I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to kind of consider my options, but this Cloud looks absolutely incredible. There's no doubt about it. This thing is a work of art, as is Sephiroth. Both of these are absolutely awesome. And, it's just a matter of, like, do you love Final Fantasy VII that much? If you love FF7 that much and these characters are that important to you, then you'll probably pay it begrudgingly. And you're going to have the definitive pieces in your collection. I mean, there are no better Final Fantasy VII pieces than these statues, period. I have the Game Toys figures. They're absolutely incredible. For 1/6 scale, they are on the quality of Hot Toys, I feel. But as it pertains to statues, I'm not sure that these are going to be you're ever going to get a representation better than this. I mean, these are just awesome. Maybe they make another Final Fantasy VII diorama at some point. But again, it took this long to make this one. Who knows? Maybe they make them in 1/3 scale. Maybe you're a 1/3 scale collector primarily. But this Cloud is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm going to get these. I'm just very upset about the price because, and maybe it's out of Prime 1's control. Maybe not. Who knows? We could speculate till the cows come home. But to me, these are just such definitive representations of these iconic characters that I know and love. And I need them in my collection. I'm going to make the space work. I'll find a way. Not sure how I'm going to do it, but that's what we collectors do, right? We find a way. We make things work. So we're going to figure out how to do this. And yeah, I'm going to have to sell some stuff possibly or figure out what I'm going to do. But yeah, nonetheless, guys, I love this Cloud statue. I love this Sephiroth statue. Let me know what your decision is, whether you're getting Zack. I actually, in the original early stages when they announced these, was considering Zack. I am no longer considering Zack. Zack, I have a Game Toys of. I love Zack Fair. I think he's a great character. I am not paying another $2,000 for another statue. I don't feel it's necessary. It's hard enough to even pay for the two. So I am not going to get Zack if he's anywhere close to the price of Cloud and Sephiroth, which I suspect he will be. I suspect he will be very expensive, just as they are. And I'm going to pass based on that information. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you picking up Cloud? Are you picking up Seph? The duo pack? I still got to decide what I'm going to do. It's a very dicey proposition, so we're going to need to figure that one out. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. See you later. Bye.